What's up, guys? My name is Tyler Entiknapp, and I got with me Brock Glover, and we are back for the Monster Energy Supercross presented by Oakley for round 14 here in Salt Lake City. And I'm super excited for this one because our West Coast riders are back. They haven't raced in 100+ days, so a bunch of hype is coming into this round. Brock, how are you doing today?
Oh, doing great, Tyler. It's the weather's absolutely perfect. As you can see on the screen, the track is just epic. A lot of rain the last few days, 2 or 3 days, and now it's perfect weather, and the ground has absorbed the moisture, and I think it's going to be fantastic. And speaking of the track, you know, we're going down that long start. It's about 3/4 of the length of the stadium. But something totally unique here, very wide. We've had a lot of tighter first corners in Salt Lake so far, but this one's very wide, and it cuts across 2 full lanes before it goes all the way out and picks up the outside lane of the track.
Yeah, no, this is definitely unique to this round. And then, you know, looking at it from right here, there's definitely a weird angle coming into this first rhythm section right here. You know, I don't know if, you know, maybe the whole shot guy is going to maybe triple and then triple in the corner, but it's going to be really important with that long sweeper that you're in that top 5 pack, because you're going to get, you know, behind a few seconds right in the first rhythm section, just because it's going to be a long corner. It's going to stretch everybody out right there.
Yeah, not often you see the guy grabbing the whole shot, scrubbing the first jump, but that is the angle. But it's we'll see how it is. But the nice part is it's a very wide, flat corner, so should be a safe corner.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you know, we're coming into our first bowl corner right here. You know, I've been really liking the racing. The racing last weekend was unbelievable. If you guys missed last weekend, you guys need to go rewatch it, and make sure you guys tune in tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Qualifying is going to be running at 4 p.m. Eastern on the gold packages, so make sure you guys check that out. You guys do not want to miss this round. West Coast riders are back. Brock, how are you thinking this West Coast is going to break down with Dylan Ferrandis, Justin Cooper, Austin Faulkner, and the Lawrence brothers even back?
Yeah, it's fantastic that we've got a deeper field. They had time to heal up any of the nagging injuries or any of the injuries they were suffering, and we're going to have a complete field of riders. And as we're looking at the track, those of you astute Supercross fans out there are going to notice that the track is basically exactly what we saw last race, and just reversed, and they just, you know, groomed and changed a few of the pitches on the jumps, but almost every obstacle is in nearly identical location as last week's track, or last race's track. So it's very interesting. It's you know, just going in reverse, so it will race and ride completely different. But the track crew did a good job, and you can see they've fixed a few of the pitches on the jumps, and it's going to be a fun race today.
Yeah. So Brock, you're actually on site in Salt Lake City. How is the weather? How do you think the track's going to break down? Are we in, you know, for one of the best nights of racing that we've had so far?
Well, one thing about Salt Lake, and all the locals will tell you, if you don't like the weather, just hang out for 5 minutes. We've all heard that, that to the, you know, beating the dead horse there, I guess. But it is true. I mean, we had crazy high temperatures the first race, you know, flirting with the triple digits. Now we have a Chamber of Commerce day, as our friend Tim Cotter would always say. It is absolutely beautiful here today. What a beautiful morning. There's no wind. It's comfortable. You know, the 70s, you know, forecast in the 70s, maybe up to 80 at the most. And the track, it couldn't be a better day of racing right now.
Yeah. You know what? I'm actually really liking this track. I just seen the finish line jump, and there's a really sharp corner, and then we're going back down the start straight into this, you know, bowl corner. It's not a full bowl corner, but it's not a complete 180, so the entrance is wide open. I'm looking, you know, for this corner to be a really key corner, that we would say, as a passing corner, and something to make a move, because right coming on this section, we got this little step up, and then we got a nice long whoop section where you can get, you know, pick a different line on the rider you're following or trying to pass, maybe even passing for the lead, where you can go right to left. And, you know, it's going to open up some lines, you know, through these sections. I'm really liking the transitions and the track right now.
I think you're absolutely right. That previous corner, interesting enough, coming into a corner, a right-hander, you know, your brake, you're not going to be able, you're going to have to use your brake, rear brake, and before you can put your foot down there. But guys like Eli Tomac just never seems to put his foot down anyhow, so it shouldn't affect him. But coming through this, the whoop section, as you see, it's pretty long. It's the same section we had last race, going the opposite direction. And the corner, the way it is, it's not a complete 180, as you mentioned. So you're going to have people coming out of the previous corner in all sorts of different lines, which will then create a lot of lines in the whoops.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, you know, going back to that Eli Tomac comment, he has been on fire, absolutely on fire. You know, you can totally tell he's 100% comfortable in this environment. You know, I don't know if I would have even tried for the pass last weekend, you know, to even risk that. But, you know, in that podium interview, he said he was feeling really comfortable. And, you know, now he has a 26-point lead over Ken Roxon and a 36-point lead over Cooper Webb right now. So he's in a really comfortable spot right now.
Yeah, he is, absolutely. And to have a complete race lead and to have the most wins, if the series ended after last race, obviously, he could miss. I mean, he could miss this race completely and also win the championship because of the win is the tiebreaker, how many wins he has for main events. So he's very comfortable right now, and he's riding as well as I've ever seen him. And so, you know, and Cooper Webb, you cannot discount how well he's riding. Very tenacious, was not giving up that win last week. And it was one of the best Supercross racers I have seen in my entire life. And I have been going to Supercross races since the inception of it. I was a young kid in the stands in 1972 when the first LA Coliseum happened. So trust me, I've seen a few in my day, and that was as good as I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm really excited to see another round like that. And, you know, West Coast riders coming in. We got that Bulldog personality. Dylan Ferrand is coming back with Austin Faulkner and Healthy Lawrence brothers, and even Christian Craig too. You know, he's always a wild card, but, you know, we're coming up on the final corner. We're coming back to our straightaway, and that is going to be concluding our virtual track walk presented by Dunlop Motorcycle Tires. Tyler Antoinette, Brock Glover, thank you.